Pocket full of celery. Imagine what she's telling me. Blowing on asparagus. The realest shit I ever smoked. Riding to that trucker down. The realest shit I ever broke. They know I got that broccoli, so I keep that clock with me. Don't get caught without me. Coming from where I'm from. Call me G's the Hamilton. Flying down Hamilton.
It would help if I wasn't on mute. So let's see how this sounds. Give me a second. There's a brief delay. As you can see, we're at a new station today. So trying to get that up and running. Yep. So there we go. We're good to go. Welcome everybody. Um I don't even know where to start. But slow day. So was getting some work done. Figured why not go live and hang out for a little bit and try out this new content station that we have. So as you can see, I am standing up. This is a standing desk, so I'll just show you real quick. Let me just pull up one of my chairs here, and then come down here. It's a little slow, but you get the picture. So anyway, so we have this set up here. Wanted to set up a mobile station for a couple of different reasons. If you guys have been following the sign up for the newsletter, you'll know that we've been. Why does it say we're streaming Smash Brothers and we're not? Oh, I think that's because. Let me do this. It doesn't matter. But yeah, we've had to close up shop here a couple times over the week, the last couple weeks. Honestly, um, not feeling the greatest now either. uh, Messed my back up. Hold on. Okay. Yep. So I want to make sure I kind of get back to, standing. Like I said, I work remote, so I do a lot of sitting. So I'm trying to do standing up more. I have my home office set up where I have a standing desk, so I figured I should do one here as well. But then also, I thought it would be cool to have a mobile station. So as you can see here, we are behind some PCs here, but I can also just come over here. And now you see there's usually the main area where I sit at, but now and then I can also, let's see, I don't have it all unraveled all the way, but I can back up here. It looks a little, it's shaking a little bit, but like I said, wanted to do something a little different, have a little mobile station for different things. We'll actually be doing a couple things here with the mobile setup in the very near future. Like I said, see, still new, so we're kind of didn't even tighten everything down. But anyway, like I said, I wanted to see what's going on with my people today. See, we got a few people watching. I know it's a little impromptu because we didn't let anybody know. Just to give a quick recap, if you didn't watch yesterday, we had our Smash Brothers match yesterday, first of the new split, new season. Well, no, same fall season, split two. So new split, same season. And didn't come home with the W. So got some ground to make up the next 3 weeks to make sure we make the next tournament, the next split tournament, and see if we can do better than a third place finish for Smash Brothers. And then for our Fortnite team, our first match of the new split will be on Friday. So a couple things, like I said, I've been working on. Obviously the esports stuff. Have a lot of esports events coming up this weekend. We have the Esports Summit tomorrow, which I will be attending. As it's a major event for pretty much any esports program in the state. So we'll be there doing some networking, trying to make some moves and make some things happen. And then Thursday, we're back here. We're back here at the center. I believe we have Smash Brothers solos. I don't know if we're doing FC this split. And then Friday, we have our Fortnite match. Saturday, we will be actually down in Atlanta in the afternoon. So we'll be here for our Overwatch crew, and then we'll be heading down to DreamHack because the grand finals for the Marvel Rivals inaugural season is going to be at DreamHack. So we will be there as well. But a couple things that I've been working on. Let's see if I can share my screen here. So I actually have a video coming out about this real soon. We've been working on some, let's see if we change this up a little bit. So if you look here, we've been working on some automation. So I know it looks a little crazy here, but what we wanted to do is we wanted to find ways to make sure we kept in touch with all of our communities. We do have several communities here at Alpha Esports and Technology, and we do wear many hats. One of them being esports, of course, and then we also have cybersecurity, and then we have other things like around AI and STEM. And like I said, we wanted to just stay engaged with all of our communities, but it's hard to do that and keep up with all of that. So what we started doing is trying to figure out how we can automate some of these things, and then as the community interacts, we we will then what's the word I'm looking for, we'll interact back. We'll respond. So what we ended up doing here is, if you look, we created this daily digest. So what this does is it goes to three different sources, three trusted sources for esports, and picks up all the news and information in the last 24 hours. I think this one's set for 24 hours. And then it will take it'll scrape all that information, and then it will limit it down to, I believe, the top three resources, the top three updates. So, excuse me. So we'll have here, like I say, so sometimes you'll see we'll have 50, 90, you'll have like 150 articles, but it will limit it to the most recent and the top, like the most engaged. From there, it merges it into one output. It then takes that information to make sure there aren't any duplicates. If there are duplicates, and it goes and pulls another one from over here. And then what it does is it goes into the aggregator, and then it goes into our writing agent. Now, what we have here for our writing agent, and we're using the example of Google Gemini just because, for the sake of the demonstration, but we actually have a private model that we use. But what it does is it takes a lot of my writing samples, my content, and it will generate it'll generate small recaps of the stories in my writing style. Now, like I said, it won't do that here because I don't have it in here. But and once it does that, it goes through an editor, which also edits in a format that I gave it. I'll show the agents in a second just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. And then it'll insert any links or images that I want to provide. And then lastly, it'll send it out to my email list. And then from there, it also, if you notice, it splits up, because what it does here is it also edits for Discord. So what that means is Discord only allows, I believe, for the free version, the Discord only allows like 2,000 characters. So it will summarize each article in 2,000 characters or less, and then it formats it how I want it formatted. And then what it does is, see how it's aggregated here? So when it's aggregated here, it's one output. But when we split it up, it'll get split back to how many different articles, so that this way we're not approaching that 2,000 character limit, and then it'll post to Discord. So this is just a concept right now. We're still fleshing it out, but when I hit this execute workflow, you'll start to see everything move around, and hopefully it'll send everything out. So just to kind of give you a quick idea of how the agent works, like I said, we give it some information. Here again, this is all stuff that I've written to tell the agent the job I wanted to do. So here you even see you're an expert newsletter editor. Take the previously generated newsletter draft to transform it into a cohesive, email-friendly HTML body. So again, you're giving it some instructions. So what's going to end up happening is this isn't, if you see here, is inactive, so it's not live right now. But what will end up happening is it will generate all this information that I need, and then it'll email it to one of my test accounts. So let's go ahead and cross our fingers and hopefully this works. So we'll go ahead and execute. So as you can see, it's scouring the first source. It found 10 items in the first source, and then it went through the limiter and went and found and took 3. Here it took 50, same thing, 3, and here in the third one it did 90. And as you can see, it limited everything out. It filtered out 12 items, found 12 unique items, and now it aggregated it into one item. And now it's going through the writing agent. So here is basically using the writing agent, and now you can see it's also editing it out for Discord. Forgive me, y'all. My back is killing me. Like I said, my back is on fire. But here, okay, so you see it went through the format, it split everything back out, and now is going to post to Discord. And the post was successful because you see the green check. I wish I actually should have had the Discord, my Discord open, so you could actually hear when all the alerts go through. Now it's going to go through the editor agent for our email, and it went through everything. It inserted the links and images, and there's my alert for my email. So let's check Discord first. We're gonna give me a second here so I can log into my Discord and no one can see what I'm doing. Give me 1 second. I just as I opened up Discord, I saw a message. Okay, so I'm gonna share here. So now if you look in our Discord, our community Discord here, you'll see esports news. And when we click here, you'll actually see 5:09 p.m., 10 new messages. So here, I do wish it would embed the pictures, but you can see it provides a brief summary and then it provides a link. So it's supposed to also provide an image because again, it wants to be a short, like a short little article. But that's good though. That's good. We're on the right track. I see. So now we have this. So it'll send out daily updates. And then I'm just gonna come over here for a second. Whew. All right. So now if you just kind of, I'll share this over here. And if you look, you'll see we have our daily esports digest, and there's our email. Again, looks like we didn't pull the pictures that we wanted. Here's some stuff here. Oh no, okay. There's a picture there. So you see it has a picture. You can click it. This is actually really sad. I've been watching Kakaru now for the last few years in Street Fighter 6. Dude is awesome, and unfortunately, he has to retire, which is like the height of his career. Like, dude has been killing it in the Street Fighter 6 scene, and he revealed that he had some neurological issues. So now he's not able to kind of put the strain on himself to compete. So prayers go out to him. I hope he's able to recover and be able to come back because I mean, dude is awesome. I think he just won. I mean, he went out like a G though. I think he just won like $1 million from the Capcom recently. Um, I actually saw this one too. Apparently, a Pokemon player was SA'd, or he's been, inappropriately touched during events. So, he's going to be taking a break too. I mean, as a community, I think the gaming community definitely has to get a little bit better. And then you see Toronto Ultra, the Call of Duty team. They're rebranding to Koi after Koi, the Spanish organization, pretty much runs that team now. So now they're going to be known as the Toronto Koi. Uh, I mean, I don't know. I think I like Toronto Ultra better, but whatever. It's not. I'm not the one making decisions. But uh, we have a daily newsletter, and it has some links for um, has our affiliate links for NordVPN and WebRoot, and then also our Buy Me a Coffee. Yeah, so you know what? So I'm actually pleased. I'm pleased with this. Um, I'm glad this actually worked out that way. So y'all got to see one of the things I was working on, and basically we're also building out similar workflows for our cybersecurity community as well, and then we'll be doing another one for our AI community. So, while I was laid up, I made use of my time injured. I think the last time I tried to do a working stream, we were trying to figure out what was going on with the automation, and like I said, I ended up actually building my own server. So we built the server, but of course, had to didn't knock all the kinks out. So we worked on that right before I ended up getting hurt. And then when I was hurt, I just kind of, like I said, I was literally laid up. So I said, you know what? Can't just sit and do nothing. So I started working on that automation stuff. But and I also did took some time to catch up on a few things. I actually got to play some games, and it wasn't even the games that you think. Like I was playing XCOM 2. I just needed to get away and just play some single player stuff. So did that. Played a little bit of Ghost of Yotai. I actually streamed the first night. I played it on my other Twitch. I think it was on like Jack's Twitch. I'm not sure, but I did stream that. I streamed Battlefield the other night, but I was also highly medicated, so I don't recommend playing games that require quick reaction time when you're a little loopy. But yeah, like I said, that's what we've been working on, or that's what I've been working on ahead of um, the upcoming things we have going on. We have a whole bunch of after school or evening clubs coming up in November. We're going to be running Fortnite Creative. We're going to be running coding with Rocket League. We're going to be doing our tech exploration club again. What else are we doing? AI creation. Um, don't get me to lying, y'all. What are all the things we're running this next month? I think we're running like 6 different clubs next month, and we just need to we just need to lock in the actual start date. But we're running content. Oh, we're doing content. We're doing a content creator club, AI, intro to esports, coding with Rocket League, Fortnite creative, um, and then we're gonna do our tech exploration club. I believe those are the 6 that we're running. I wouldn't be surprised if we're running one more. But yeah, we'll be running all of those starting next month. Each of those will be 6 weeks. I think content creation is going to be 8 weeks, but most of them will be 6 weeks. So stay tuned for more information about that. Our next not Fortnite, our next Smash Brothers tournament will be on November 15th. And then our next Fortnite Community Clash, I'm thinking it'll be on the 22nd. So, so yeah. So what? So again, November is going to be a packed month. Some of it intentional, some of it just because we had to pivot with me being out and having to kind of sit for the last couple of weeks. But yeah, like I said, we're just working. So if anybody has anything for me, man, just give me something. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let's chop it up for a little bit. I know I see a few people watching. Thanks everybody for tuning in. If this is your first time watching, I know this seems a little hectic. I'm not usually at my normal streaming station or one of my other streaming stations, but this is we're streaming on actually multiple platforms. So we're streaming from my personal stream as well as my business, as well as the center stream channel, as well as Alpha Cybersecurity, because I wanted to make sure that this this setup looks good. So again, this is our new mobile station. Um, for multiple reasons. One, so this way I can make sure I'm not sitting as much. Health as well. And what happened with my back, probably also because I was sitting a lot. So I want to get back to my health kick. So I'm doing certain things to make sure that my mission is intentional. I'm telling it to the public so that this way y'all can also hold me accountable. And then also the other reason is because I mean I can do stuff like this, like I said before. So hopefully I just do it so it's not too shaky. But here, again, if I want to change up, if I want to change my scenery, I can, right? If I have people here playing and stuff like that, we can set up a station here. I also will probably use this for some cool stuff we're going to be doing outside, like literally outside, not figuratively. We're actually going to go outside and do some stuff with some of the other businesses out here. Get some interaction and some content. And also, like I said, it's a mobile content station, so we get to make content. So you can check it on my Instagram on the Alpha Esports and Technologies Instagram. When we first started to build this out, but we have a webcam here. We also have a Sony camera right next to it. We have the laptop that we're using. We got two lights. We got a microphone. So this actually allows us to create content as well. So um, stay tuned for more information about that announcement. But there's definitely going to be some content, some talking head stuff. Um, I miss making content for everybody. I miss making cybersecurity content or online safety content, training content. So there will be a lot of content coming very soon. We're in the process of making these things happen. Um, hint, hint. I would don't be surprised if we build some automations around that process as well. Um, you know, and I want to be able to share that with everybody. I'm going to share that with all of you. So, you know, work smarter, not harder, right? I'm sure everybody knows about AI and stuff at this point. You have to. So why not find ways to use it to help you? Again, I'm a firm believer in AI not taking all the jobs, but if they're going to use AI to help facilitate some of the things that they're doing, I think we should also use it to help make make things a little bit easier on our end. So yeah, we'll be doing a lot of stuff around AI. Again, from content creation to automations to maybe even some scary stuff. Who knows? And not scary in a sense like dangerous, but just kind of showing you the some of the things you can really do with it. Because from what they're doing, we haven't even touched the surface on what AI can really do. So for my cybersecurity heads, stay tuned. It's already coming for us in our field, so we might as well learn how to use it and help it benefit us. And again, I just showed you an automation tool, right? That allows me to send out emails and things in my voice. So imagine what else you can do with it, right? Imagine if you can have it respond to customer emails, or if you can have it, you know, review some of your information and give you like a daily planner to organize your life. And since, like I said before, it doesn't necessarily have to go out to the internet. You can build your own. So again, hint, 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 hint. Stay tuned, right? Build your own AI, your own private LLM inside your house that doesn't really go out to the internet for everything, and put your stuff in there so that this way you can use it to help you. And we'll even probably teach you how to block it off from like the rest of your devices. So, similar to what you do with your smart devices, like your fridge or oven. And if you don't have a separate network for your smart devices, you should. Okay, everybody's router should have some guest Wi-Fi that they're not really using. You're rarely using. When if your family and friends come over, you're probably giving them your real Wi-Fi password to your main network. So use the guest network for the smart devices. Reason being is because those aren't the most secure. And if for some reason someone does get into those devices, they'll only be able to see, your fridge or your toaster or whatever, and not actually get on your personal devices. So the thought process that I'm coming up with the idea for the content around building our own private LLMs is to put that on a similar network, like a guest network or something that's blocked off completely that none of our other stuff can get to. Again, I might be a little paranoid, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So yeah, so we're gonna be building out some stuff, and like I said, we're gonna be doing it all here. So like I said, we have essentially a third content creation station. We have our main. Oh, let me just do this for you. So we have our main station here, right? And then if you look back here, look back back towards the end, that's our second streaming station. That's actually for our tournaments and our and the capture card set up for the console gaming. And then now we have this one. And like I said, this will be our talking head station. Yeah. So that's what we're working on. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. How's your week going so far? And for those, if you're wondering, like, who am I talking to? We are streaming on two Twitch channels. We're streaming on a LinkedIn channel. Actually, probably streaming on two LinkedIn channels now that I think about it. Nope, we're just streaming on one LinkedIn channel, and we're streaming on one YouTube. So we're streaming on like 6 different channels right now. And you're not some of them you're not able to see the chats, but I can see them as they come in. How'd I hurt my back? I wish I knew. Getting old, I guess. That's how. I was actually working on. It was upgrade day. So we were updating and upgrading all our stuff. We put new 5060 cards into all those machines. So now they're all running 5060s. Actually, no, let me be honest. They're running 5060s, and like there's a few that were running 4060s because we actually bought 4060s right before they discontinued and then the 5060s came out. But we had just finished upgrading everything, so now we ran everything, tested it, everything looked good, and I went to get up out of the chair, and I was like, this does not feel good. So yeah, I wish I could tell you it was no heavy lifting, it was no sudden crazy movement. It's just my body telling me that I'm old and run down, I guess. So it's funny. I was watching a video from Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. That he was where he was talking to some folks after he retired, and he was just talking about how he was talking about the importance of stretching every day. And of course, I watched that after I hurt myself. And I mean, I know you're supposed to stretch every day, but outside of a quick whatever, unless you're exercising, no one really, or at least I should say no. I'm not gonna say no. I don't really spend a lot of time. Like I'm up and moving from the moment I get up. Um, I'm running around, seeing my kids off to school. Um, it was recently I was going to the gym in the morning, and then I would get back, shower, and start my day. But I wasn't actually taking like 15, 20 minutes to stretch, you know? So that's going to now be a major part of my daily routine because yeah, this doesn't this sucks. Like I feel like I'm Batman. How every like all the braces and stuff I have on right now. AppSec Rabbit. When do I bring it back? AppSec Rabbit Hole is coming back. I promise. I promise. I miss it as much as as much as y'all do. So that was some real fun times. But yeah, AppSec Rabbit Hole is coming back. I just don't have a date for it yet, but AppSec Rabbit Hole will be back, and we are going to recap and then pick back up right where we left off. And honestly, I think with all the stuff happening around AI, uh, we're gonna go deeper down the rabbit hole now because now there's some new stuff that we have to learn. So there will be um, there will be some information about AppSec Rabbit Hole coming soon. I'm gonna be on the safe side and just say top of 2026, just because we're already in November basically, um, and I'm not gonna jump back into a highly technical stream during holiday season because most times people are kind of mentally drained for the year, or at work they're already doing a lot, especially if you're in the tech and cybersecurity field. Um, we're going to be super busy coming real soon because everybody's trying to clear their budgets for 2026. So now they're going to be spending money on getting pen tests and assessments done. So it's going to be a busy time. And the last thing I want to do is go, okay, guys, now let's go ahead and jump into uh, some application security stuff. So it'll probably definitely be after. If we not if when we bring it back, it'll be after the holidays. So podcasting, 2026. Um, I'll answer that offline. So where are we? About 40 minutes in. Like I said, my back is on. Like I'm trying to just kind of tough it out, y'all. But yeah, like I said, we're just hanging out here. I'm gonna get ready for our 6 o'clock practice that we have starting in about 30 minutes. But I wanted to hop on here, test the new setup, the new rig. Um, I'm already seeing some things that I want to kind of fix. Obviously, wire maintenance is going to be a big thing. But yeah, like I said, we have no excuse why we can't create content. Like I said, we have content stations all over the place, and now, like I said, we have a mobile one, so I can I can do this over here. All right, so just gonna park it back where we were. All right, y'all. So, like I said, we're at 40 minutes. Like I said, I didn't want to do a long stream. I just wanted to kind of test this out, show you how the automation worked. If you're interested in learning how to build your own automation workflow, let me know. Like I said, there's already going to be a video coming out about that one. But if you want to do like a little workshop or something, I'm totally down to get on a live stream and build out one of these workflows with everybody. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm going to sit down for a little bit. And yeah. All right. So y'all be safe. Have a great week. Like I said, I'll be at if you're gonna be at the Esports Summit or DreamHack this weekend, stop. If you see me, stop by and say hi. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I will be all over the place. Especially, actually, I'll be all over the place for the summit tomorrow, and then I will definitely be all over the place at DreamHack. But as the Marvel Rivals Grand Finals starts to pick up, you'll find me there. You will more than likely find me at Marvel Rivals stuff or anything around anime or comic books. So I'll see y'all there. All right. Everybody be safe. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I don't know. No, not tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all Friday. All right. All right. Be safe.